Good morning, sir. Good morning, my boy. Come in. Take your seat. Thank you, sir. So students, today we are going to discuss a new topic that you all might be interested in. Which topic, sir? I want to ask you a question. Does evil exist? Did God create everything that exists? Yes, he did. God created everything? Yes, sir. If God created everything, then God created evil since evil exists, and according to the principle that our works define who we are, then God is evil. Can I ask you a question, Professor? Of course. Professor, does cold exist? What kind of question is this? Of course it exists. Have you never been cold? In fact, sir, cold does not exist. According to the laws of physics, what we consider cold is in reality the absence of heat. Every body or object is susceptible to steady when it has or transmits energy, and heat is what makes a body or matter have or transmit energy. Absolute 0-460 degrees Fahrenheit is the total absence of heat. All matter becomes inert and incapable of reaction at that temperature. Cold does not exist. We have created this word to describe how we feel if we have no heat. Professor, does darkness exist? Of course it does. Once again you are wrong, sir. Darkness does not exist either. Darkness is in reality the absence of light. Light we can study, but not darkness. In fact, we can use Newton's prism to break white light into many colors and study the various wavelengths of each color. You cannot measure darkness. A simple ray of light can break into a world of darkness and illuminate it. How can you know how dark a certain space is? You measure the amount of light present. Isn't this correct? Darkness is a term used by man to describe what happens when there is no light present. Sir, does evil exist? Of course, as I have already said. We see it every day. It is in the daily example of man's inhumanity to man. It is in the multitude of crime and violence everywhere in the world. These manifestations are nothing else but evil. Evil does not exist, sir, or at least it does not exist into itself. Evil is simply the absence of God. It is just like darkness and cold, a word that man has created to describe the absence of God. God did not create evil. Evil is not like faith or love that exists just as does light and heat. Evil is the result of what happens when man does not have God's love present in his heart. It's like the cold that comes when there is no heat or the darkness that comes when there is no light.